John doesn't subscribe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since we've had a video, and today is a pretty random one. So, I made a post a few weeks ago where I was asking for just some random funny things for me to rank or questions to answer, and I got a few that were pretty good, but I decided to put the post back out and I got a bunch more, and this basically ended up becoming a miniature Q&A. So we have some really fun and funny questions from you guys that I'm gonna talk and answer for this week's video. So yeah, let's get into these questions. First up, we have Jurassic Swine, and he asks, will you ever do a Genshin Impact playthrough? No. Or a Zenless Zone Zero playthrough? Also no. Or Honkai Star Rail playthrough? No. No. You know why. What's my favorite Titanosaur? That's kind of hard. To be honest, I feel like a lot of Titanosaurs are very similar, and there's a lot that seem really interesting, but we don't know that much about, and there's always more being discovered. And yeah, there are some unique, pretty cool ones. It's hard for me to say that any one is my favorite. There's not, I do really like Titanosaurs because they're based in their sauropods, but I don't think I can answer one favorite. And how do I survive in such proximity to Nashville? For some reason, Jurassic Swine really dislikes the city of Nashville, and I'm not that close to Nashville, but you know, you can definitely get some of the radioactivity from here. But we do fine. We just live in bunkers mostly. So, next question. All right. This next question is actually a pretty good one from Dylan the Dino fan. I can't talk today if you can't notice. If you haven't noticed, case in point. If you could have any dinosaur as a pet, what would you pick? I assume this is allotting that, you know, they could live today and that they would be somewhat domesticated. So, within those parameters, obviously it would be cool to have something that I could ride, like a medium theropod of some kind. That would be super cool. Obviously expensive to care for. So if it's all paid, then I would take a medium theropod. That's whatever would be most intelligent, probably. And if it's like within more realism, I would have something like, oh no, I would want a Microraptor or something similar, like in Prehistoric Kingdom, Nigel Marvin has a Microraptor, and I think that would be super cool. And probably pretty fun. Or, what's the actual name of the monkey dactyl? But you guys know what I'm talking about. And, yeah, that's a good question. Alright, on to the next question. And, what is your favorite Paleozoic era creature? Ooh, that's a hard question because there's so many really good ones. The Paleozoic is such a huge amount of time. How can I pick, like, my favorite animal from, like, half of animals? So I think I would go with something on land. I'm just gonna limit it to that because, just to narrow it down a little bit, I don't have any one favorite animal, but, you know, all of the, really weird reptiles are pretty cool. Like, just like Rauishukians, which I know that's mostly Triassic, but actually, I think is it entirely Triassic? Were there any in the Permian? Not that I know of. But yeah, those sort of animals, just the really weird, cool, great reptiles that lived on Earth. Those are super neat. I don't think I could pick one favorite species, much like with Titanosaurs, just because that's such a wide-ranging question. And next up, we have Jurassic Jaws. When will I renew the Discord link? For those of you who don't know, I have a Discord, and it's linked in the description of the channel, but it will only let me get the 1 week link, so I update it as often as I can, but it expires pretty quickly, and I forget a lot of the times. When I upload this video, I will add that, though, so you guys can join the Discord if you want. It's a pretty fun community. We got like 20-something people in there right now. And will I ever do a face reveal? I plan to eventually, because it would be fun to do videos with a webcam, but not soon. Maybe I'll do that at a subscriber milestone, but we'll see. And how old am I? I'm not saying because the internet and stuff, but our next question comes from the Tuber Twins, who ask, what is your favorite part about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker? Credits will do fine. Next, we are graced by the questions of Mr. Loophole, who brought a lot of questions, so thanks for that. When will I go to Iowa? I don't have any plans to go to Iowa, but if I ever need a lot of grass, I'll go to Iowa. I really don't know. Maybe I'll end up in Iowa eventually. That'd be pretty cool. Mr. Loophole meetup. That'd be fun. And next up, when are we getting the Canon King Christmas album cover? Well, it was supposed to release next week, but since you already spoiled it, it's gonna have to not release because, you know, it ruined the surprise. Sorry about that. Alright, are you Batman? Well, officially I can't say, but I think the community speaks for itself. And in a related question, who is my favorite Batman supervillain and my favorite Superman supervillain? That's hard to answer. I'm not an expert on DC Comics characters, and so I can't name many Batman villains aside from the basic ones. So I will say that it probably depends on the iteration of those. So, you know, just like the coolest superpowers of like your classic Batman superheroes. Oh wait, no. I'll tell you. As a kid, my favorite Batman villain was Man-Bat, which is just really funny to me as a character. And for Superman, I don't know many Superman villains. Again, aside from your standard ones, even though Superman is one of my favorite superheroes, and yeah, I can only name a few. So I guess I just have to name a basic one like General Zod or Lex Luthor or something. I'll say Lex Luthor, but not from Superman and Batman. No, Superman versus Batman. I know movies. And more from Mr. Loophole. Have I ever played Portal 1 or 2? No, I actually hadn't heard of them until I saw your question, so I looked them up. They look pretty cool. I haven't played them. I probably won't because I don't play that many games. But they do look pretty cool. And again, if there was a movie or show you could wipe from ever existing besides my memory of it, what is the movie or show? So I'm going to interpret this as what movie or show by not existing would do the most good for humanity. I don't think it really matters whether I remember it or not. I feel like there's probably a better answer. Like, well, obviously, aside from, you know, messing with time and stuff, there's a lot of loopholes to how that would go. So I guess if I were just to pick a movie that I really don't like, maybe I would go with, you know, Jurassic World Dominion needs to exist for other stuff to happen in the future. Maybe the Percy Jackson movie, because that was really sad. And, yeah, you know, like, stuff like Star Wars. Actually, maybe The Rise of Skywalker, because they'd remake it, and then maybe we'd have a chance of getting a good movie. On movies again, Mr. Loophole has all the questions, and I have all the answers. That's what this video is for. I should just title this Answering Mr. Loophole's Random Questions. What is the next movie I plan on watching? Moana 2. Because Moana is actually my favorite animated Disney movie, probably. Or at least up near the top, and I have not seen Moana 2 yet, so that's probably the next one. Although I did just see Gladiator 2, and it's also pretty good. Much better than I had expected it to be, but I did have kind of low expectations. Have I ever played Subnautica? Okay, even though I have a mostly gaming-focused YouTube channel, I don't play that many video games as far as variety. I don't like spending money on a game that I'm just going to play one time and be done with in a few hours, unless something that I'm really interested in. But I do know a fair bit about Subnautica. This is one of those random rabbit holes that I've gone down, and at this point, even if I were to play Subnautica, it wouldn't be that exciting because I already know a ton of lore about Subnautica. So I do think the concept's very interesting. It's just not worth it for me to pay to play the experience. But it is definitely a cool game. But I probably won't ever end up playing it. Next, Mr. Loophole asks, how often do I play Minecraft? This is a game that I do actually have, and I have played it. I did have somewhat of a childhood. But not as much as I'd like to. I don't have time to just spend playing Minecraft, even though it's a really cool and very just relaxing game. I love playing creative mode, really. I don't really have time, and when I play a game, I usually just prioritize Prehistoric Kingdom or Jurassic Evolution 2. Those are the only two games I actually play actively. Minecraft is really cool. I play it a couple times a year. Maybe 2 hours a year, at most. More video game questions from Mr. Loophole. Have I ever played Mega Man? I assume you mean the old classic game Mega Man, which, yes, I have played on the Super Nintendo. It's pretty fun. I don't remember what year it is, and I'm pretty sure there's multiple Mega Man games. I've only played one. I don't remember which one. It's pretty cool. Will I play Pikmin 3 Deluxe? No, I won't. I haven't played any of the Pikmin games. But because you talked about it so much, this is another YouTube rabbit hole that I went down, and I know the story of all the games, so there's not really any reason for me to pay to play it that I don't have time for. So, but yeah. No, I have not, and I'm not going to. Rank dinosaurs based on how good they'd be at Pikmin. Basically, you'd have all of the other ones who would be really bad, and then you'd have, Monkey Dactyl, again, I can't remember the actual name, because Thumbs would be very slightly better than the others. Alright, Mr. Loophole asks, why do I think that Jedi Fallen Order is better than Jedi Survivor? Well, to give you the very abbreviated version of this, while Survivor is technically a superior game, it has better graphics, bigger maps, a somewhat longer story, just more content in general, the more customization. It fails for the purpose that I play the game. I play the game for the story value, not just of just the narrative and the meaning behind the story, etc. It's also because of what the game actually means. I'm not just here to, when I play the game, I'm not just here to fight things with the lightsaber. I'm here to play through a story of Star Wars, part of a universe that I really care about and is cool and important to me. So that's why I play the game. And when it comes to that point, one, I think that the story of Jedi Fallen Order is way better than Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor's story had a lot of mishaps and also kind of, in some ways, especially with like Eno Cordova returning. Eno Cordova is one of the coolest characters, and he was supposed to be this really mysterious, wise teacher that you never get to see. But then in the Jedi Survivor, he's just there and he gets killed, and it's really just weird. And a lot of the stuff in the story I didn't like, especially towards the last third. I will say the world building was really good. However, a lot of people think that the combat was far improved for Jedi Survivor. I actually way prefer the Jedi Fallen Order combat. You feel much more in control of Cal as a person. I like the skill tree better because it's more focused on a lightsaber and actually becoming more skilled. While Jedi Survivor, it feels like you just get all these force abilities and you're really just timing your basic attack. And in that way, it feels less like I'm a Jedi. And the Force abilities are just sometimes really wacky, and the platforming got a little out of hand with the Force Dash. You basically just fly. And it's also, I found Jedi Survivor to be somewhat easier than Fallen Order, and I really liked the challenge of Fallen Order. It wasn't really hard. Like, I recently played it on Grandmaster, which was not that hard. But the third reason is in the design. In many ways, well, the environment design stuff. In many ways, Jedi, Survivor feels much more cartoonified in its graphics, Fallen Order, even though they're inferior graphics, they feel much more grounded in a certain way, much more real, and the places, the planets are so well designed in Jedi Fallen Order. Like, I'm not even going to go into all the detail here, but how they tie together with the story and the meaning behind all the planets and stuff. I really love that part of the game, and that's not present as much in Survivor. Survivor is much more gaming focused, which I understand for that reason why a lot of people would prefer it. But personally, I don't. And also the music. The music is very good in Survivor, but most of the music that's good, obviously, it's based on Fallen Order, and Fallen Order soundtrack is even better, and it's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. And yeah, there's other reasons, and I could make a whole video on this, but that is the basic unscripted reasons why I prefer Jedi Fallen Order to Jedi Survivor. But they are both definitely very good games. Alright, now we are done with the list of Mr. Loophole questions. That was very fun, actually. And now we have Rob Earth, who asks a few questions. Starting with the dumbest decisions made by characters from the movies, and the Jurassic movies, that is. There's a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't actually pay off as dumb decisions because of plot armor and stuff. I think that there's quite a few in the last two movies. I could do a whole video on this though, but there's definitely too many, and I really don't like the plot armor that we see to the main characters. Funniest classic quotes. My favorite is just Malcolm's, "Boy, I do hate being right all the time." And also Rob asks about the most absurd names. So he lists Irritator and Dracorex Hogsworthia. Dracorex Hogsworthia doesn't bother me because it actually sounds like the name of a dinosaur, and it's pretty cool. But the one that comes to mind when I read this question is a media name. It's just Thanos. Like, why would you name a dinosaur Thanos? Like, I understand where they're coming from with doing these fun media names, and in the case like Dracorex Hogsworthia, I think it's fine. It's pretty cool, but it gets really out of hand. And yeah, that's one that I really don't like. I'm totally fine with Irritator, though. Irritator, I think that's a good name. And which dinosaur would be the worst pet candidate? Probably just a sauropod, because it would be literally impossible to take care of. Now, if I were to bring a dinosaur back from life, and it could live today, a sauropod would be a great candidate, because I think it would be very important to science and very unique animals. But as far as actually owning as a pet, yeah, it would definitely be some form of sauropod. Okay, so that's it for Rob's question. On to the last four. If you're still here, that's pretty awesome, because you sat through my whole rants on Star Wars games on my Jurassic Park channel. Alright, Baya asks, ranking dinosaurs based on how likely you'd be to make a barbecue with them, not of them. I did read it as which dinosaur am I barbecuing at first. What popped into my head immediately when you said this was a few Spinosaurids sitting around a grill and holding drinks and stuff. I don't know why, but I just thought of some, baryonyx Suchomimus type animals just sitting around. I don't think they would be the best though, because they would eat all of the food, and I'm not sure that they would prefer to eat barbecue. So I think I gotta pick something omnivorous because it's less likely to complain about cooked food. So something medium-sized, like could have some fun with some Leonosaura. I feel like even though they seem like they'd be, just these little fun, cute guys, they'd be pretty funny at a barbecue. I don't really know. It's kind of a hard to answer question because, believe it or not, I haven't spoken to any dinosaurs recently, so it's hard to say whether they'd be good at a barbecue, and most of them can't even eat barbecue, so who knows. Jurassic Jaws, 1, do need help, and 2, abstain because you didn't list any candidates, so no answer. And ultimately, we have a question from Jurassic. Rank the best flying dinosaur scenes in the Jurassicverse. So there's 3 that are of note. There's the Jurassic Park 3 Aviary. There's the Jurassic World Main Street Attack. And there's the Jurassic Dominion Quetzalcoatlus plane attack. And I'll go ahead and throw in the Lost World, because why not? In third place, actually in last place, I do have to put the Jurassic World Main Street, even though I really like the movie Jurassic World. I think it's a really cool... Actually, no, that's going in third place. Fourth place is the Lost World, just even though it's a cool design and it's a great scene, since it doesn't focus on the pterosaurs and it's just so short, it has to go in last. Third, no. I'm changing my mind again. Third, I'm putting the Quetzalcoatlus plane attack, because my problem isn't the giant Quetzalcoatlus. I'm fine with it, and it isn't even about the movie. It's about a Quetzalcoatlus flying as fast as a plane and attacking it, and it just generally feeds into this really weird random thing with the dinosaurs just attacking everything in the more recent media. And, the Quetz was a little big, but then second is the Jurassic World Main Street attack, because I really like the air raid siren, and it's a cool scene. And I like seeing how, that's the fall of the park, and it's pretty famous now. I like seeing just the control of the dinosaurs and in this really modern environment. It's a cool scene, but the pteranodons aren't flying correctly. They just kind of flap their wings up and down, and it also has the ugly pterosaur designs. The ugliest pterosaur designs in the franchise, unfortunately. So that brings it down, leaving number 1, the Jurassic Park 3 aviary. Way above the others. That is an S-tier scene. Absolutely love that sequence, and the others aren't even close. Time to answer our last question from Factosaurus. What is wrong with you guys? Go outside. I'm not answering this. I don't even have an answer for this. They're dinosaurs. I'm really concerned. Are you guys all like that? Okay. Well, anyways, if you're still here after that nearly 20 minutes of me ranting about whatever this video was, that was honestly really fun to record, and I liked answering all your random questions. So maybe we'll do another Q&A in the future. Thank you guys for submitting questions, everybody who did, and hope you all have a great week and a great Christmas season, and I'll see you guys in the next video.